Yeah. So, Miss Smith Brown, head of nursing, right? Rehabilitation center, right? Brisbane, right? Australia 4001, right? But this QLD, you have to make a full form. This is a note form. You have to make it a full form. That is a Queensland. Oh, Queensland. Yeah. It is QUEENS, Queensland. Queensland. Queensland, Australia. Queensland, Australia. So that's it. Queensland, Australia. Right. So 5th March 2022. Dear Miss Brown, regarding Mr. Darwish Wood, aged 77, very good. Miss Wood, Mr. Wood, who has been recuperating after Mr. Uh, Mr. Wood, who has been recuperating after coronary artery bypass graft. Check what is the spelling of bypass in the case notes. So bypass graft. CABG. CABG. What is the spelling? Bypass. So coronary. Is this also permitted? So bypass. Medical. Medical bypass. Yeah. So by coronary artery bypass graft. C. Why C capital letter? It should be small letter. C is big capital letter here. Everything is fine. You are doing very well. But sometimes, you lack this focus. Because of this, maybe be careful. Okay. Mr. Wood, who has been recuperating after coronary artery bypass graft surgery, comma, no space before. After space is required, no space before. Requires regular monitoring and rehabilitative care for 21 days. So 21 days, 3 weeks. Following the discharge back home today. Very good. You are following the style 100%. Good, good. On 21 February, Mr. Wood was admitted to our hospital and Mr. Wood was admitted to the hospital and underwent. Who underwent? Mr. Wood was admitted by somebody. So who underwent here? That's the problem, right? And he underwent the surgery, and the surgery was performed on the next day. And the surgery was performed on the next day, you can say. And the surgery was performed on the next day. And the surgery was performed on the next day. On the next day. Remember that. And the surgery was performed on the next day, not on next day, on the next day. Post-operatively is one word, no hyphen. IV, intravenous, you can write here, no? Intravenous. You don't know the spelling of intravenous, tell me. Intravenous, antibiotics, antithrombolytic agent, and analgesics were commenced. It's CE, not SE. It is CE. Commenced. CE, not SE. Next one. The chest tube commenced. Okay. On the next day. The chest tube was present with a drainage of 20 ml, small m, and dressing, regular dressing changes on the graft site. Regular daily dressing changes on the graft site or incision site. Dressing changes have been applied. Changes have been applied. Changes have been applied. Okay. Dressing has been applied. Dressing changes have been provided. Elastic stockings and elevation of leg for the first 24 hours has been advised. Very good. Consequently, Mr. Wood was shifted to the ward after the removal of chest tube. Why you are writing so much here? Removal. On the table also you have written L. Here the place is not sufficient. Maybe you wrote on the table also. Don't write on the table. You are not supposed to write in this white area. This is called white margin, right margin. Why are you entering into this right margin? First of all, why are you writing here? If you don't have space, write in the next line. See, everything is fine. These small things. If you are careful with these small things, your handwriting will be even better. Okay, this is a negative mark. Mr. Wood was shifted to the ward after the removal of the chest tube. However, the pain on the chest and shoulder, which were reported and effectively managed with brufen. However, the pain on the chest and shoulder, However, the pain on the chest and shoulder, no need which was reported otherwise. Pain was reported. Okay. Was effectively managed. Or else you can cut short, no? However, the pain on the chest and shoulder, okay. Why all these things? Pain was effectively managed. Enough. Why you want to add something more there? Was effectively managed with brufen. In addition, daily physiotherapy, including deep breathing exercises and walking, have been recommended. Daily physiotherapy, what you are writing? Daily physiotherapy, including deep breath exercise and walking, have been recommended. How it will be have been recommended? Physiotherapy has been recommended. Na? It is including. These are all exercises included in physiotherapy. So it should be has been. Physiotherapy, daily physiotherapy has been recommended. Oh. Daily physiotherapy has been recommended along with exercise data sheets which need to be continued. Exercise data sheets, plural, which need to be continued. Mr. Wood is married and lives with his wife, who is blind. He has had hypertension, high cholesterol. Where is comma so far? Why so far, comma? High cholesterol as well as arthritis. Okay, had hypertension and high cholesterol as well as arthritis. No, this is not good. Hypertension, high cholesterol, and this is better. Arthritis since 2011, 2009, and 2007. Why don't you write 2007, 2009, and 2011? Why are you reversing order? Which is the sequence? Which is first? Which is next? He has had arthritis, high cholesterol, and hypertension since 2007, 2009, and 2011, respectively. That is better. No? First to 7, then 9, then 11. That is the order. And is on medication. Based on the aforementioned circumstances. Okay, why did you not cut this off after writing? At least you can erase, no? Take an eraser and cut. No? Based on the aforementioned circumstances, regular assessment of wound on the surgical and graft site. The surgical and graft site. The surgical site enough. Why again graft? So many times. The surgical incision. You can take another good word if you want. The surgical incision. Incision. Incision site. Based on the aforementioned circumstances, regular assessment of wound on the surgical incision site, and again require. Why? And dressing once every fortnight. Dressing once every fortnight until the removal of sutures would be profoundly beneficial. Why? Very good. Why this this is looking like H now? This is looking like H now. This just write normally. You are writing cursive H, and you are writing separate letters. Okay. H. Avoid this rounding. This rounding. Okay. If you are writing cursive, you can use, but you are not. Kindly avoid the heavy lifting. Kindly avoid lifting heavy objects. Okay, abstaining from lifting heavy objects. Write down. Kindly avoid lifting heavy objects. This is wrong. Kindly avoid lifting heavy objects. Kindly avoid lifting heavy objects. Why active voice you used? Kindly avoid lifting heavy objects and involving in. Avoid lifting heavy objects and involving in. Avoid involving in strenuous activities. Kindly avoid lifting heavy objects and involving in strenuous activities. So abstaining from lifting heavy objects and involvement in strenuous activities would be profoundly beneficial. Okay, fine. The sutures will be removed after 2 weeks, and an appointment for the follow-up on sutures will be removed after 2 weeks, and an appointment for follow-up on 14 March 2022 has been scheduled. Yeah, you are implementing my suggestions definitely. You are implementing my suggestions definitely, and implement this one also. Early morning when you come when I posted the group link in the beginning itself. Come and finish off all your work and go. For follow-up on 14 March 2022 has been scheduled. In case any additional information is deemed extremely relevant, please do not hesitate to contact me. Good. Yours sincerely. This S is not fine. Sincerely. Why is C and E together is looking like you? Surgical nurse, post-operative ward. Fine, that's finished. Everything is ready. That's good. Now I am giving you. Yes. Fine. Connect your video. Fast. Lunchtime up. Fast. Yeah. Open your mic. Open your mic. Turn your photo like this, and you have 2 minutes. You have maximum 2 minutes to discuss. Yeah. Unmute, na? Unmute, please. Yeah. So what is this? Nikhil. These people are giving their testimonies. Okay, all of them cut and edit. Okay. Yeah, Neena, Johny. Unmute, please. Yeah, now share your experience. Yeah.
Hello.
Share your
Can you
experience.
hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah. Now you have 2 minutes maximum to speak. You are doing very nicely. Everything is going on fine. Only the thing is, you are not readily coming for the speaking sessions in the morning. I told you come in the morning. I don't tell everyone. I told you come in the morning, but you don't come. And what you are doing is you are dragging and you are postponing it to 7 o'clock, which is the regular session of everyone's time. So I am 2 days you did not come, so I was forced to give everyone's time to you. You understand? So come before 6 o'clock and finish everything. Okay?
Sure,
Come
sir.
morning 9 o'clock, I am there. So any time before 6 o'clock, you have to finish and go. Okay? Right.
Sir.
You will be loser otherwise. Yeah, come on. Now you have 2 minutes time. You speak whatever you want, how the improvement is there, what you feel regarding these corrections, and how it benefited you, please.
Actually, this session is very beneficial for everyone because Sir gives suggestions to the importance of C2 vocabularies and the passive voices in writing, as well as I believe I gradually improved myself in writings. So in the earlier, I have a lot of grammar and the mistakes in writing also. So now I think it's reducing one by one. So I'm so glad to see less mistakes in my writing. So that's all.
So initially there were number of mistakes for your correction,
Yeah.
but now the number of mistakes are less. So
Yes.
initially for every line there were 3 or 4 mistakes. You remember the first corrections, right?
Yes, sir. Yes. There are
I
a
was
lot of
literally,
mistakes,
it took
especially in
1 hour for
spelling.
correction. Now it is just 15-20 minutes. So that is a
Yes.
drastic reduction of time in correcting your letter. So now tell me, based on that one, how you feel and why do you think your marks, your mistakes reduced?
Uh, Attending yours classes regularly, it is very beneficial for me to reduce my mistakes, especially in writing and also the other modules. So yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes,
Yeah, so that's fine. So with this, we are closing the session and we are going for lunch and this letter will be edited and sent to you personally. So that's all for now, guys, and we'll meet after lunch.